We're all getting settled in here. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're still working on why my iPhone will not recognize my external microphone. So if anybody knows that, you could just text it to me or message us on here. Does anybody have any requests for today's practice? Lower back, please. Lower back. Front or back of the shoulders? Okay. Hammies, low back, front and back of the shoulders. Love. Neck. Also love. We'll do that. David's going to be our body demo today. I 2 years into this first thing, thank y'all all so much for being here today, showing up for yourself. For each other. Take a deep breath in as you find an easy seated position. Long, slow breath out. Maybe your eyes begin to close. Begin to relax into your body. Slowly grabbing all the scattered parts of you and bringing them into this exact moment. Scan the body. Notice where the resistance is landing and don't judge it, just see it. Can you soften it in this moment? And it's okay if you cannot. Gently going a little bit deeper inward. What do you need from this practice today? You might have had some things that are showing up for you the past few days, weeks, or months, and maybe there's nothing that's showing up in this moment, but more a feeling you would like to have. Allow whatever's showing up to begin to land. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just feel it move through the body, the breath, the energy, the sensation. One more breath in. Just reminding yourself in this moment that this is your practice. You do not have to do anything that I say. You can sit here the whole time in stillness. Find modifications and variations that serve you in each posture, in each moment. When you find yourself distracted and outside of the body, just calmly come back to the breath. Gently guide yourself back there with kindness and compassion. Cleansing breath in. Exhale it out. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Feel the length along the left side of the neck as the shoulders get a little heavier. Chin rolls down to the chest. Space comes behind the back of the neck. Notice the sensation. Don't judge it. Slide the left ear to the left shoulder. Same thing. And begin to just become aware of the differences between your sides, the two sides of the body. And just allowing it to be there. Not saying this happens because of this or this is a bad thing. Inhale, crown of the head to the sky. Take the fingertips and begin to bring them up to the top of your head and just tap around the top of the head. Tap around the forehead, above the eyes. Just take a hand and sweep it down the opposite arm to release and switch sides when you're ready. Beginning to move throughout this practice, find your way into a tabletop position. Eyes begin to come into the space. Grounding down through hands, knees. Find some cats and cows or organic movement here. How does your body want to move? What is it avoiding? And it's okay. Just notice what it's avoiding. Beginning to get clearer with your physical body as we move throughout this practice and what it needs from you. Take 3 more rounds of breath in this organic space. And as you are ready, come back to stillness. Press into the fingertips. Feel length from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Inhale the right hand to the sky. Reach fingertips up. Look up. Find some circles in the wrist first. And then some circles to the shoulder, however that needs to look. Maybe like a windmill. Maybe it's more like a goddess arm circle here with a bent elbow. Just play with it. Where is the sensation? Where is the resistance? That's what we're looking for. Meet it with ease and gentleness. Come back into that tabletop as you're ready. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, lift up and back. Inhale, roll forward like a wave to a high plank or modified plank. Tabletop is also an option. Exhale back through a turbo dog. Bend the knees, downward facing dog. So you can make it very sectioned, like plank, turbo, down dog, or you can make it very fluid. Choose what feels right today. 3 more rounds. Inhale will bring you forward and exhale will take you back. There is no rush. Like a wave, or maybe you need more structure, right? Play with it. Noticing any thoughts or sensations that are showing up in this freedom of movement. Landing back into that stillness of a downward facing dog. Notice the back side of the legs. Press into the fingertips, drop the head even heavier. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walk or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, long, strong spine. Exhale, fold, drop the crown of the head down. Inhale, rise up tall, mountain reach with the heart, lift with the belly. Exhale, forward fold, empty out all of the breath, heavy head. Inhale again, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat, find your way to tabletop. Grounding back down through hands and feet. We'll lift the left hand this time, reaching it up to the sky. Find circles through the wrist. Press into that right hand even harder. Circle through the shoulder, roll one direction and then the other. Relax the back of your neck and your jaw. Come back into a still space, tabletop, and then downward facing dog. Scoop the core up and in, drop the head heavy down. How are the back side of the legs feeling here? Just become aware. Inhale high up on the tippy toes. Lift that tailbone to the sky. Hinge at the hips here. Press the chest back and down. Hold that alignment. Just melt the heels closer towards the ground. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Inhale begins to rise you again high up on the balls of the feet. This time exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walk or hop your way there. Be mindful. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Right hand is going to grab your left wrist, pull to the right side of you as you press to the outer blade of that left foot. Maybe look up for a breath. Belly in. Maybe look down for a breath. Next inhale brings you back through center. Switch that grip. Exhale to the other side. Same thing. Press down. Reach up. Soften what you can. Maybe look up to the sky. Maybe look down. Inhale brings us back through center, scoop, lengthen, lift. Release that hold, exhale, forward fold, empty your breath. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palm the mat. Find your way back to that variation of plank that you need in this moment. Press into your hands, lift through the lower part of the ribs, pull them in and up. Pull the low belly in, lengthen out through the head. Decide to move through a chaturanga flow or take that turbo dog flow we've already done, or just find your way back to a downward facing dog. There's never any rush and there's never anything you have to do. Notice where the resistance is. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. Roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Maybe point, flex the foot. Stay right here and breathe, or join me. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Right knee's coming up, pull in. Inhale, back to 3-point. Same movement, exhale, runner's lunge. Foot comes in between the hands. If you need help, use that right hand to pull that foot up, get long. Warrior 2, strong foundation as you rise, spin the back foot flat, lift up through the pelvic floor, the low belly, drop the shoulders down. So if you find yourself leaning forward a little bit, slide the torso back so you're centralized over the pelvis. Lift up through the belly, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge, cartwheel the hands down, frame that front foot, look forward, forward fold, land. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain, reach up, look up. Exhale, cactus or goddess arms, squeeze shoulder blades together, press the hip bones forward, slight tilt of the pelvis, lifting up through the belly. Inhale brings the hands back to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, let all of that go. Soft, heavy release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, palm the mat, find your way back to plank. Choose a chaturanga flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. Any modification or variation you need on this round, please take. Core stays engaged through that entire process, really protecting the spine here and setting us up for a strong foundation. Next inhale, left leg will reach to the sky, 3-point, nice and long. Hips are square as possible. Roll through that ankle in any way that feels good. How heavy can my head be here? Yeah, isn't that funny? We don't even realize that we hold that thing so tight. As you're ready, if you're joining us, exhale, cheetah, shift forward, lift up between the shoulder blades. Inhale back to 3-point, same momentum, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Long and strong spine here, light in the fingertips, forward fold. As you're ready, step it up. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, heavy head, maybe knees are bent. Inhale, rise and reach, tall mountain. Right hand again grabs the left wrist, pull to the right side of you, and then start to curl to the front. Hands go to the front of your mat, chin to the chest, hold for a breath. Really spread open like you're hugging a big tree here. Inhale lifts us back up to the sky. We're gonna switch that grip to the other side. Left, feel that space, curl. Take your time through that transition. Woo, I got a lot of stuff back there. Inhale brings our hands to the sky. Release, exhale, forward fold. As you're ready, let any of that stuff go that just showed up. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Slide your right foot back, runner's lunge. Left foot to the top of your mat. We're gonna inhale, rise for that warrior 2. Spinning the back foot flat, arms out and open. Lift up through the belly. Hips are pressing slightly forward to encourage that external rotation of the inner thighs. Relax shoulders a little more. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Cartwheel the hands down. Find your way to a plank as you are ready. Side plank, right hand down, left hand to the sky, expand and open up here. Think about pushing into that right hand, but also lifting up to the left, right knee down for your modification. How do I feel? Where do I feel? No judgment. Your exhale. Top hand comes down, choose to flow, or skip it, find downward facing dog. Child's pose is always an option as well, anytime you need to reset and refocus your practice. Inhale, right hand to the sky, 3-point. Shit. Right leg to the sky, 3-point. Oh my gosh, I love that you did it, and that made my heart so happy. Because what I was thinking about was, we're gonna take a bend, I got ahead of myself. Take a bend in the knees, stack and open the hips, and then start to come up onto your right fingertips. Maybe even walk them away from you a little bit and feel that stretch. You're more than welcome to play with the balance if you're going there, but feel that opening through that side body. Drop your head a little heavier, core engages. Inhale brings us back to a neutral 3 points. If you need to adjust that hand placement, come on back. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee, or stay and breathe. Inhale back to 3-point. Exhale, mountain climber prep or arm balance if that's for you, and we'll all meet back in 3-point. Your exhale finds you into a runner's lunge, foot between the hands, nice and long here. Back knee down, inhale, modified crescent, interlace the fingers, press the fingertips to the back of your mat, your pinkies to the back of the mat. Woo. Wherever you first initially feel that resistance, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, soften your face, your jaw. Take a big breath in. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Take a big breath in. Release those hands down. Split prep, take it back. Flex that front foot to the best of your ability. Find balance in between your hips. How long can I get here over that leg without jamming out the back of that hamstring? Because that's not what it's about. Soften the knee a little bit if the hamstring is really loud, and then drop and kind of melt the chest over that leg. Inhale, see the sensation. Exhale, soften what you can. Inhale. Exhale, soften what you can. 3 more breaths just like that, and explore the body. It's not a bad thing where you're tense. It's a clue, right? It's something you can become aware of so that you can bring balance into your body, your energetic system, your path. Last breath here. How do I feel? Where do I feel? Shifting your weight forward as you're ready into that runner's lunge. Let's find a grounded airplane. Shift and lift that back foot off the earth. This is for our low back here. Try to find as much balance as you can between the hips, and then we're gonna gently start to tap those lifted toes to the earth. Tap, scoop belly up, and lift. Slow it down even more than you want to. Tap, and lift. Y'all are like tap, 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 tap. I usually do go fast. I want you to notice where the instability is in the balance and the low core. Take a few more rounds. Press and lift through that grounded leg. It doesn't have to be straight. As you're ready, exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet about 2 fists width apart. Find a ragdoll arm bind. Super heavy through the upper body. Maybe sway and find some movement side to side if that feels good today. Gently release the hands. Inhale, halfway lifts us, long, strong spine. Exhale, fold, find your way to a plank, choose a flow, or meet me in downward facing dog. How do I feel? Where do I feel? Come back to that intention that you set for today's practice. And if it's kind of been lost since that first beginning section of practice, notice the other thoughts that have been showing up, the other sensations that have been showing up as you move throughout this practice. Those are the clues to get you to this intention. Okay, so if things are showing up that are uncomfortable, that are outside of your comfort zone, that's okay. That's going to get us to that intention. That's showing us our edges. Meet them with kindness, compassion. Inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Step walker, hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lifts you to that long spine. Exhale, fold, heavy. Inhale, rise and reach, tall mountain, lift and open that heart. Strong foundation, right hand grabs the left wrist, full circle this time. Pull to the right side of you. Roll through the center, find that space. Chin is heavy, roll to the left. Come back up to stand, maybe a little back bend here. Take another 2 or 3 rounds to the right. As you do any back bending, always lengthen the spine. It's never crunching and curling. Lengthening, reaching, expanding. After you feel like you've gotten enough of this movement, meet me in a forward fold, and there's no rush to get there. Offering you gorilla pose here. Take a deep bend in the knees, lift the toes, and start to slide your fingertips underneath your feet. Find even more heaviness to the head and the neck area. Last breath here. Gently release that hold. Fasten your belly button to your spine. Lift up. And then start to roll heavy. Head is heavy all the way up to stand. Shoulders spread out. And then when you get tall, reach the hands to the sky. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Find those circles on this side. Moving like water. Letting the things, the thoughts, the energies, the emotions flow that need to flow. There's no judgment in this space. When you feel like you're ready, release this and find your way back into that forward fold. Inhale will halfway lift you once there. No rush if you're still rolling. Exhale folds you. We'll find our way back to a plank, choose a flow, and meet in down dog. What's my intention for today's practice? What's showing up for me on my mat in this moment? As you're ready, inhale, roll forward, high plank, side plank. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. Push the ground away from you. Expand your heart a little more. And then as you are ready, top hand comes down, child's pose. A little bit more shoulder work here. I'm going to offer you 2 different offerings. One is just walking the hands over to the right, expanding out through the left side body. And the other one is a version of thread the needle, taking the left arm underneath you, bringing the right arm to the top of the mat or around the low back. So David's taking the thread the needle version, if you need that. And just for the next few rounds of breath, be gentle with yourself. Notice where you're kind of feeling stuck or tight. If there's any resistance, and it may be in your thoughts. It may be in your breath. And just reset. Slowly finding your way back to center. No rush out of this space. And you'll begin to make your way over to the other side when you are ready. What are the differences between the two sides? Is one tighter than the other? Is there more resistance, more sensation? Maybe it's subtle, maybe it's very loud, but these are the ways we get more and more connected. Pay attention. Slowly begin to make your way out of this space, back into that neutral child's pose. Cleansing breath to release anything you need to let go of. And find your way back, downward facing dog. As you land in that downward facing dog, notice how it feels compared to the first one of practice. Inhale begins to bring our left leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack and open your hips. Start to reach that left hand away from you just a little more. Just come onto your fingertips. Feel that different shift in your balance. Core needs to be engaged, right? Can you lengthen the back of the neck? Slowly starting to find your way back into that 3-point. Stay here or exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, mountain climber prep or arm balance. Inhale brings us back to 3-point as you're ready. And then exhale, we'll all meet, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Grounded airplane, shift and lift. Toe taps here. Scoop the belly in, up, and then gently take those toes to the ground at whatever pace you would like to go, and maybe just a hair slower than that. Really focus on the muscle groups that need to work here as the leg is going up and down. If the left hamstring is really tight, hands can be on blocks, left knee can be bent. What's going on in the neck, the head area, soften. Runner's lunge as you're ready. Back knee down, modified crescent, hands to the sky. Interlace those fingers, press the palms towards the ceiling, pinkies towards the back of the mat. Here it is. It's the heart opener. What's showing up? Thoughts, emotions, sensations. Be gentle with your breath. Be gentle with your thoughts. Notice if you're ready to get out of this. Soften your shoulders. Your exhale, hands come down, shift back, split prep. Soften through this movement, right? The back of the leg can be tight. There's a lot of tendons there that can get super tight. Really try to relax the things you can first before you worry about getting closer towards that left hamstring. Here you go, last 2 breaths, let it go. Shifting forward, back into that runner's lunge. Step up, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Reach the hands to the sky. Open up that chest, and then bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Press down, open up the heart. Pressing those hip bones forward. Lift the chest to the sky just a little bit more. Forward fold as you're ready. Hinge at the hips. Let the hands fall overhead. If this is too tight, bring the hands to the hips, sliding the elbows back towards one another. Knees can be really bent here, guys. Allow that low back to release. One more breath. Exhale those hands back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold, palm the mat, choose a flow or skip it. Find downward facing dog. Reset, refocus your practice. What's your intention? What's been showing up? What needs to move? Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-point. Take a bend in this knee, stack and open your hips. Stay here, flip your dog, or play with any other variation you have. Heart is open in all variations. Slowly finding your way back to a 3-point. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee or stay. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, mountain climber prep. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, twisted cheetah or find the arm balance. Flying pigeon. I like that sound effect, David. Finding your way back to that 3-point to reset, and then we'll exhale, land, runner's lunge, foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, warrior 2. We're going to get into these hips a little bit deeper. Let's go ahead and move right into star. Toes out, heels in. Starting to have a seat for goddess. Begin to bend deeply into the knees. Make sure knees and toes are in the same direction. Bring the palms down to the thighs, fingertips in towards center. Drop your right shoulder in towards the center of you. Look towards the left. Relax the shoulders back and down. Come back through center, over to the left side. Come back through center, stay here, press up high into the balls of the feet, finding balance, or you can alternate right or left. Gently lower heels to the ground, find star. Exhale takes us into a wide-legged forward fold. Turn your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Drop the head heavy down. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath. How long can I get? What can I let go of? And then next inhale, halfway lift and lengthen up through that spine. Exhale, fold, runner's lunge, top of your mat. Grounded airplane, shift and lift. Okay, moving through a little bit of a different series this time. The toe's gonna tap as you exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, Kundalini's descent, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Kundalini's descent. Inhale, lengthen. Last one. Exhale, tap. And lift. Kundalini's descent, hold or find balance. Up to you. If you find balance, maybe the hands are by the sides like wings. Gently bring those hands back down to the ground. Standing splits, left leg lifts to the sky. Just open those hips for a moment. Let it go. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Empty the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palm the mat. Find your way back to that plank. Choose your chaturanga flow. We got one more ride. One more ride. When you're ready, inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-point, taking a bend in the knees, stack to open your hips. Stay here. Find balance or flip your dog. Notice where the mind is. Come back to that intention. Slowly find your way back to 3-point. Yeah. Exhale, cheetah, nose to knee. Inhale, 3-point. Mountain climber prep. Exhale. Inhale, 3-point. Twisted cheetah or flying pigeon. 3-point as you're ready. Sound effects help, I think. Exhale, runner's lunge, foot between the hands, rising strong for warrior 2. Move through a little bit of a series here. Come on into star. Toes are out, heels are in. Skandasana, side lunge. So bend deeply into that right knee. Start to lower the hips down to the ground. Toes are out. Left foot flexed if possible. How do I feel? Check in. It's okay if it's an intense sensation. Just start to become aware of where the mind goes immediately. As low and as slow as you can, come back through center to the other side. How does this side feel compared to the first? Relax your neck, your shoulders. Now this is going to be a little fun and funky for this first round. You're going to come back low and slow. Shift to the other side, lizard. Heel toe that foot to the right side. Twist wide. Left hand down, right hand to the sky. That right knee may want to fall out to the right side of you. If so, roll onto the outer blade of that foot, keeping it flexed and active. So knees and toes are always together. So you're going to take that same path you just did. Square the hips first. Bring that foot together. Low and slow, find your lizard on the other side. Now we're going to get a chance to come back to each one. This is just that first little transition. Get you out of your head, into your body. Twist as you're ready. And David's got that back knee down. I did not cue that the first time, but you guys know you can always bring it down. It's going to take that a little bit deeper and out of more of a muscular space. Strength space, excuse me. It's all muscular. Slowly come back down, low and slow. We're going Skandasana, side lunge. Right knee bends, just make sure those knees and toes are the same direction. You may have to shift the feet each time. Right knee bends. Now I'm gonna offer you a shoulder bind this time. Right hand comes on the outside of this right shin. Left hand begins to reach up to the sky like you're spreading your wings. You can stay here or take a bend in that lifted arm, reaching back. You jumped ahead, that's why you fell. No, I'm just kidding. He's such a good assistant. Stay here or take that left hand around that shin. And I might be saying wrong arms. I feel like I am. Right arm around, they're both around. I'm gonna get this microphone thing figured out, I promise. Gently release that hold, guys. Low and slow. Come through center. Like milk it. See where the resistance is landing. Don't just get to the other posture because all of it matters. Find that other side when you're ready. Skandasana, side lunge. We are deep in our hips here. This is where our emotions are. So notice the things that are swirling. The thoughts are swirling. Take a cleansing breath if you need. If you want to pull that shoulder bind out, take the left hand on the outside, right hand back and around. Open. Gently release that bind. Come back through center. Before we take the twisted lizards again, let's go into a wide-legged forward fold. And if you would like to take an inversion, feel free to move there now, or just hang out in this wide-legged fold. Options here for that are a shoulder bind with ragdoll or interlaced fingers behind the back. You can play with widening your straddle to go deeper for a deeper inner thigh stretch. And any inversion that's in your practice. Check in with your breath. Check in with your body. Gently releasing any binds you have. Come back to a neutral wide-legged forward fold, and then on your inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. We're going to lizard lunge back of the mat. Heel toe that foot over, hands on the inside, back knee down if you like, forearms to the ground. If you want to take the twist, take it, or just go deep into this lizard. Here, what are the stories you're telling yourself? Just become aware of them, don't judge them. Slowly and mindfully begin to make your way out of this posture. Come through that wide-legged fold or goddess and make your way to the front of your mat. When you're ready, lizard lunge. Home stretch. I mean, you guys asked for hips and hearts, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Back and hamstrings. I don't know.
Oh, well, I heard hips and hearts. We did hamstrings and back. Soften the jaw. Almost there. Come back up into those hands if you folded. Heel toe that foot in between the hands. Runner's lunge. Tuck the back toes. Become active in this posture. Grounded airplane. We're almost there. Slow toe tap down. Inhale, lift. Kundalini, squeeze. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Tap when you're ready. Lift. Kundalini's descent. And lift. Last one. Tap. And lift. Kundalini's descent. Hold, maybe find balance. Don't hold your breath. Gently release, come out of this. Standing splits, open up, expand those hips. Forward fold, let it go. Take a deep bend in your knees, come into a toe squat just for a moment to stretch out those feet and then have a seat on your bum. You made it. All the way onto your backs. Setting yourself up for a final big back bend here, back bend of your choice, bridge, fish, or wheel. I'll talk you through bridge. Feet are hips distance apart, fingertips down towards the heels. Press into the feet as you lift those hips to the sky, walking the shoulder blades together behind the heart. Keep pulling the belly button down. 2 more breaths in as you open the heart a little more. Your exhale slowly lowers you down to the ground. Take a moment, allow the body to settle. Then you choose feet together, knees apart, or feet apart, knees to touch. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe close your eyes. How do I feel? Where do I feel? And what am I ready to let move? Stand here as long as you need to. We're beginning to move into your inversion, your final inversion for practice today. Happy baby, hip stand, shoulder stand. Anything that gets those feet above your heart, these last few moments of practice. Last 2 breaths in this inversion. Slowly begin to make your way back onto your mats. Hugging those knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze here, and the knees are going to fall to the left side of you, spinal twist. Arms begin to open out wide. If you need this to be a little bit, deeper, you can wrap the left leg over the right for eagle legs. Knees slowly begin to move back through center, making any adjustments necessary. Begin to find your way over to the other side. Slowly begin to make your way back to center. Taking any final movement you need to take to complete this practice today, and as you're ready, releasing out into your version of Shavasana. Find some heaviness in the body here, letting go of this practice. Just taking the next few moments to allow the body and the mind to begin to rest and heal. Gently breathing in one final time, fill up with as much breath as possible and release out that breath. Shavasana. Slowly beginning to come back to your breath as you deepen your inhales, lengthen your exhales. Finding movement through the fingers and the toes. Then staying here or rolling onto your favorite side. Taking this final time in practice today to check in. How do I feel physically, mentally, and emotionally in this moment without any judgment attached? Allow the energy to move and not be judged. To be seen and not be judged. To be felt and not be judged. Soften your face, your jaw. And as you're ready, find your way up into an easy seated position. Maybe the hands come to heart center, closing out this practice as always in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for ourselves, this physical vessel that carries us around every moment of every day. Gratitude for the opportunity and the ability to move and breathe as you just did throughout this practice. And gratitude for the intention that you set for today. Take a final cleansing breath, letting go of anything that's keeping us from that intention. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale it out. We'll close, sliding the thumb to the forehead, finding gratitude for one another. All the energy we shared today. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. How's everybody feel? Good, oh good. If you had anything show up through practice you'd like to discuss or have any questions about, please don't ever hesitate to ask. Keep up with our schedule through the newsletter if you don't already. It's on lovetheshitoutofyourself.com, and we send out all the stuff that we're doing, which changes, it seems like, every day. But next week we'll be here, so come back. Join us again. Thank you. Thank you so much for showing up today, guys. We really appreciate it. Again, head to lovetheshitoutofyourself.com for any information to keep up with our upcoming lives.